Good morning, everybody. Or is it good afternoon? I'm not sure. Oh my God, I didn't actually look in the mirror before I came on. How are you all? I haven't been online for the last couple of weeks, or I haven't been live for the last couple of weeks because I have been unwell and it's been going through the house, but I think we're kind of coming around now. So I said I'd pop on, even though I know it's a very strange time to be on, and most of you are probably at work, but you can always catch up later on. So I just wanted to show what my garden looks like during the winter because you know, so I always want to make sure that I'm telling you realistic stuff. So I will switch the camera around so you can see. This is the part of the garden that's usually the most colourful part. So you just get a taste of what it's like now. So that's it today. So there's my neighbour's house. There's my son's football. And it's not too bad, like, by my, you know, considering we're talking December, it's not too bad, but it's definitely not colourful. So some of the things that are, I suppose, giving it any bit of interest, because really interest is the most you can hope for at this time of year. You're not going to get masses of colour. That in the middle there, look at my lovely sophisticated high-tech pointer. That's my Mahonia, the one with the little yellow flowers there. Oops, yeah, that one. And then further back here, that's a dwarf, allegedly, pampas grass. In fairness, it is smaller than a normal pampas grass, but it's still not anyone's type of dwarf. So look, I'll have to take it back a bit, but for now I'm grateful for it because look, it provides a bit of cover, and they are beautiful. Like those grasses, those individual fronds are really pretty. Beside it, the evergreen beside it is rosemary, which you're probably all sick of me saying how great it is. And I have the coppery colour spikes here, the spears. They're the deadheads from astilbes, and I haven't cut them back. So you can look, if I had cut those back, all you'd have is nothing because the foliage has all died away down at the base there. So they're, I just think they're still pretty. I mean, they're not to everyone's taste, but I think they're better than nothing at this time of year. Other things I have that are given, and I didn't mention them in the post. Hi, and I didn't mention it to you in the post, but other things I was thinking about since that do give a bit of winter interest are you can get evergreen grasses. So those limey coloured ones there, they're some of mine. And of course I've box hedges and box shapes that give a bit of interest. And this is actually going to get worse before it gets better because it has been quite mild up until this. And this here, this kind of section here, that's a verbena rigida, and that'll all completely die back to kind of blackness. And here, these are scabiosas. They'll also completely go when you get a decent bit of frost. The silvery coloured foliage there is my lavender hedge, allegedly hedge. It's not, I'm not great at shaping it because different bits of it keep dying. But anyway, that is going to get worse as well. So what I'm trying to say is that don't worry, everybody's garden looks a bit meh at this time of year. And there's other things. That's Gaura there, that'll all die. This, look at this, was all gorgeous a few weeks ago, but it'll come back. And there's only so much you can do. So here in front, they've been bitten by frost a bit. You can see the kind of coppery parts of them around the bottom. They're heucheras and they are evergreen. There's different varieties. Now that one is looking a bit miserable. I divided it a lot. I took an awful lot of other plants for another part of the garden. So you can see over there, there's a lot more of it. All died back there. I haven't taken down my agapanthus. The skeleton remains of the agapanthus are these tall ones here. I just think they look kind of cute, but I might be deluding myself there now and have to face facts. I love this. This is a hellebore, and it stays like that. The foliage stays like that all year, so it's a great one to have. And you'll see, look, the little pink flowers are going to all start coming out in it now as well. So there's white ones as well, but that is my pinky one, and I really like that. And then over here, like, it's all very murky. So there you go now. You can see all my warts and all. It is not a pretty sight at this time of year. I'll bring you out here as well. If you just bear with me. That's a lamium. That stays most of the winter, ground cover. So that's another way of tackling if you don't like the look of the bare soil, which most of us don't like the look of. There are evergreen ground covers you can get. So that's one there. Go back to it. Lamium. Gets little purple flowers on it in the summer. They're nothing that exciting, but it's nice. And there's another one, Vinca minor, periwinkle. The yellowy variegated stuff that's only just bedding in there now. I grew it from cutting, and there are other most rockery plants. An awful lot of them are evergreen, so you get quite a bit of mileage out of that. There's Erigeron here, Aubrietia, and various sedums and saxifragas in the rest of it. The other bit of colour I have here, which I don't think I mentioned either, was heather. So I have a few of those dotted around the garden, and some of them are more colourful than others, and they definitely do break it up a bit. So that along here, which is usually really colourful, I have evergreen grasses along my patio just so that it's not totally bare. And the other thing I do to kind of disguise the soil, so you can have ground cover plants, evergreens, and I have some nice shaped rocks, which, like, I know it's a bit basic, but it does fill a gap, and if they're interesting shapes, they can be quite nice. So that is what I do around here to kind of give it something. I do a bit of bedding. You can see them there in the pots as well, and I have loads of the pots planted up with spring bulbs, so they'll start coming through, but a lot of it is murky. Come around here now, look, this was a riot of colour. It's hard to believe it a couple of months ago, but I'm going to leave those dead heads of my geez, I'm forgetting the name of them, Rudbeckia. I'm going to leave them on there because I cut down so much of the rest of them over here, so that we could see the rest of the lights and stuff for Christmas. And then over here is kind of like a traditional bed of conifers and shrubs, like lots of people have when they have big front gardens. I actually quite like this area. It's kind of like the kids all do hide and seek in it. It's kind of like a little woodland area, and it lets me, I can see this from my kitchen, and it gives a bit of winter interest. So, but a lot of them are very big and they wouldn't suit a smaller garden. So if anyone wants to know, I can tell them. But look, so what I'm trying to show is that nobody's garden looks nice at this time of year, I don't think. Not really. My front garden isn't too bad, but it isn't too bad because it's never that great in the first place. It's you know, because I've a covered with gravel and the weed barrier, and while that does serve its purpose, it's you never get the colour the same way from that kind of a planting scheme as you do in other places. So this is my brand new bed. It's only in 6 weeks or whatever. There's all my propagated heucheras along the edge. So where I showed you the miserable one, that's because they're miserable because I robbed all these plants for free off it, all this full line. And everything here is dormant. Well, some of it. I have a few bits of evergreen, like I planted a holly and stuff like that, just to so that there'll be something there, but that's more or less it. And when I was saying about trees that have winter colour on them, actually my viburnum is out the front, so I can't show you that right now, but there's my new crab tree. So you see how that's lovely, like that, you know, that could be lovely in years to come. So that's it. Just a kind of a quick little catch up today. So I hope that's okay. It gives you an idea that don't be beating yourself up about it if your garden isn't looking that smashing. It's the time of year that's in it, and the best part of this now is waiting for the bulbs to come up. That's the next thing that we're all waiting for. So I will do a proper live about how to do something in the next few days. I'm just getting back on my feet, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye.